Yeah, here we go.
Here we go. So, heard you got some things to say.
Yeah, I
Is
do.
that the case?
I do. Yeah, a lot of things to say.
Yeah. Before we get into anything serious, you asked me my favorite underrated rap, or who do I think's an underrated rapper?
Yeah.
An underrated rapper to me. Oh, I wish I spent more time. I was trying to think while I was setting up the cameras.
Yeah.
Oh man. Huh.
Tough one.
That is tough.
Yeah.
Actually, I do think Kid Cudi gets overlooked.
I think so
Personally.
too. Yeah.
Personally, I think if you really spent time to listen to him,
Yeah.
I think Kid Cudi would get overlooked. I understand why he's not for everybody. And there's some songs that I don't like either, but
Because like
there's something about him that's really, really good. I think people miss it. I don't know.
his voice is like really unique, and it's not something that you would hear every day.
Yeah, I love humming in
Yeah.
the middle of songs. I don't know why, because I think
Yeah.
I just do it naturally. Like
Yeah.
I'm like yes, like like just I don't know. You're just humming through it the whole day. And
Yeah.
then to hear it like sound really nice.
Exactly.
In a song,
Yeah.
it's just unique.
I really like his humming on like Through the Late Night song by Travis Scott. He does the humming at the start, and it's just like like it just sets the tone.
It
Dude.
does set the tone.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I like that.
yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, you wanted to come on here because you wanted to talk about some stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're getting into. You said you left me dry. You didn't even give me a hint.
Man.
Leo.
Well, listen, I mean, like I said, I have a lot of things to say, and I teased that, you know, I was going to have like a lot of good things going on, and it's finally happening. I told the boys that I am starting a course at Crosswinds.
Let's go.
For 3 months, and it's all about the workplace. So it's going to be 9 to 3, May 31st to July 7th, and basically it's about getting into the workplace and knowing what it's about, and if I need accommodations or a job coach or anything that limits me from doing a job, I can get all of that. Crosswinds covers that, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have a car, so I need transportation. They cover transportation too.
Mm-hmm.
And it's pretty cheap.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, obviously having money is not the easiest thing in the world.
Nope.
Like, you gotta grind for it. But, you know, the transportation company is called Dial a Ride.
Dial a ride?
Yeah.
Dial a ride?
Dial a Ride.
Oh,
yeah.
Ring it up.
Yeah, exactly. And it's only, from my understanding, only $5.
Oh, that's not bad.
So that's not bad at all. And
you could go to Montreal.
yeah, I could, but
There's your Kendrick Lamar ticket.
yeah,
Look at that.
exactly. And speaking of Montreal, I actually lived in Montreal for 7 years
Is that before you came to
before I came here. Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. Lived in Montreal for 7 years. I actually have family on my mom's side in Montreal.
Because you're French, aren't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's awesome.
So anyway, this job, it's basically me waking up to go to work. Like I treat it as a job,
Mm-hmm.
what I'm doing for 3 months. And
Are you getting paid to do this course?
I don't think there's any money coming out of it, but at the end of the 3 months, I get to do a community project.
Nice.
So whatever that is, would be very exciting. I was told that, you know, could do like, I was told that the students who took the course before, they did like community project like around Sussex and like just fishing around to see people or whatever it was. But no, it's very interesting. Like, I'm very excited, and I took the initiative of like, okay, how am I gonna get out there? Who am I gonna contact? Well, I need to inform myself. I need to see what's going on, because if I don't do that, then I'm not going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very happy that I contacted the people, that I got some information, and I feel really good now, dude. I feel really good. I mentally feel good right now,
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like I'm gonna get somewhere.
Yeah, it's that sense of accomplishment.
Yeah, dude, and it's just, and you know, so I graduated in 2017, and that was 6 years ago, and you know, I have a tendency to get ahead of myself. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm going to have a future by tomorrow. Like, that's what I think in my head. My future's going to come right away in 5 seconds. My brain doesn't know, or doesn't process the fact that you have to take it step by step.
Yeah.
And I kind of drove myself crazy for years now, because I was like, oh man, I'm going to get my own car. I'm going to get my own house. I'm going to turn the page on the next chapter of my life.
Mm-hmm.
And I just drove myself to tears. And I remember I had a conversation with my mom, and she's like, don't worry about that right now, because you have everything you need. You have a house, you have a family, you have food on the table. Worry about that right now, because that's the most important part of your life right now.
You're right.
Like, don't worry about the next 20 years of your life.
Mm-hmm.
Worry about your surroundings. Embrace your surroundings. You know, just enjoy the moment right now.
Yeah.
And my dad always says, don't wish for anything. Believe that you have what you want.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, because they say you got to become the person before you actually become the person.
yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, if you want to be the greatest artist in the world, you got to act like you're the greatest artist in the world before you are the greatest artist in the world.
Yeah, exactly.
According to the world, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
yeah. You got to be the part before you actually become the part.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just, you know, obviously, you know, there's a million distractions in the world, and it's easy to get caught up in a lot of things, but at the end of the day, you know, you gotta stay centered. You gotta stay focused.
Mm-hmm.
Like, again, my dad always said, he said to me this a lot recently. He's like, focus on one thing that you want, and build towards it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't think about a million things at once, because you know you're gonna crawl into a shell, basically.
Yeah.
So, and you know, it is hard to think about one thing, but
Trust me.
you know,
I'm there.
You know, I'm slowly starting to understand. I'm slowly starting to realize that, you know, you can't have everything you want in life.
No.
And it's just like, basically at the end of the day, what people do is they eat, sleep, go to work, repeat.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I don't have a job yet, but hopefully I get something out of this workplace course, and I have no doubts. I'm very hopeful.
Yeah.
But that's basically what life is. Like, you work to pay the bills, and then you do it all over again.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's not much luxury in the world anymore. And I don't think there ever really was, but I remember I get assistance from the government.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
tell people what. Yeah.
not going to get into the specifics of it.
Okay.
But
No, not with the government, but tell people about what's going on with you.
Yes.
As a human. I don't know how to make that, like, not sound rude.
No,
I don't wanna,
No, it's okay. That is something that I should be talking about more. I don't really talk about it much. I remember I went on Facebook about 8 years ago now, I actually gave people a gist of what is going on with me. So I was born 24 weeks premature, and I was 1 pound when I was born, dude.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I was on oxygen for 2.5 months, I believe. I had all these tubes connected to me. Like I was as big as a pound of butter.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
like,
wow. That's wild.
yeah, and so my condition is cerebral palsy, and so it affects my muscles, and it tenses me up easily. So I was telling you about my mobility and stuff like that. Like I can't really, like if I were to have a job, I wouldn't be able to do an 8-hour job.
Right, on your feet.
On my feet.
Mm-hmm.
And
could you do it sitting down too, or is that too long sitting down?
well,
or is sitting down fine? Like I don't know.
I mean, sitting down is fine, but like I don't know, man. Like
sucks being in one spot for 8
man,
hours as well.
Like so many, like a lot of people were like, Leo, you'd be perfect at a work from home job,
Mm-hmm.
like you could do that, and I don't want to do a home job.
Yeah, but what if you got your own crib?
If I got my own crib though,
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying.
it would be different.
It'd be different, right?
But it's just I'm a very like social guy.
Mm-hmm.
I think you know this.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
I'm very social, and I like getting out. I like interacting with people. I love interaction.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like I don't have very good energy. I exert so much energy, and matter of fact, one of the reasons for that, I believe, is because my left leg is so much shorter than my right leg.
Mm-hmm.
And pardon me, I have my right side is my most dominant, so I have all my weight on my right side.
Mm-hmm.
Whether I'm sitting down or standing up, I'm always like on my right side. And when I walk, I think I told you this when we were at Knox Cafe. My left leg goes inward,
mm-hmm.
so my hip is like almost out of socket.
Yeah.
And
can you put pressure on your left leg? Like, is there pain if you put pressure on the left leg?
No, there's no pain when I put pressure on my left leg, although I can barely feel my left foot.
Really?
Yeah, because I had a surgery in 2010 that was 6 hours, and they basically I don't want to get too graphic, but they basically
don't worry about it. Yeah.
They basically cut my body open.
Oh yeah.
And
that's how surgeries work, Leo.
Yeah, exactly, but like they were like, they did incisions on my waist and like
mm-hmm.
my knees and everything like that, and
moving around some veins and ligaments and tendons.
Well, yeah, and
some bone.
Before the surgery, my left heel was always like this. It was never flat.
Oh, it was always pointing?
It was always like that, yeah.
Huh. Like you're a ballerina.
Yeah, pretty much. And I've had so many people ask me, like, why are you like this? Why do you walk like that? I was bullied a lot. I
believe that.
I was bullied on the first day of grade 6.
And
I was bawling, dude. I was so upset. Were
you here in New Brunswick
in
grade 6?
Yeah.
What a brutal place. I'm just kidding.
And I was like, obviously, I want to see the good in everything and everybody, and cause dude, at the end of the day, we're all here with a purpose. We're all here to love. We're all here to, just see the good in the world. But it does, dude. My situation does take its toll on me.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Oh, I
like
100% Leo. Like,
mentally, I get drained sometimes, like real hard, because of my situation. Like I walk around town and like people, not everybody, but some people, like they come and they notice me and they're like, "Are you okay? Do you need a drive? Do you need to go somewhere?"
mm-hmm.
I appreciate that they look out for me and that they show their concern, but the thing is that I want to try to be as independent as possible.
Right. And I knew that because I helped you with your backpack and stuff.
Yeah.
And like your coffee.
And
I'm like, part of me's like,
yeah.
no, like I know you can do it, but then also part of me's like, no, I wanna just know that I can do something for him. And
exactly. And I totally like honestly, dude, I love it. I love it when people want to help and everything like that, because I basically do everything with my right hand.
mm-hmm.
I basically do everything one-handed. So obviously in certain aspects I do need to ask for help, and I think I don't know for sure, but I think I'm doing a little better with asking for help. But I'm stubborn, man. I'm stubborn. Like, yeah. I just want to do everything myself because, like, I just want to be able to, like, have like a sustainable lifestyle. Really, like,
mm-hmm.
like be able to.
You ever see like the little people? How they're like everything's like smaller in their kitchen.
Yeah.
Like how they can reach everything.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll need to get when you get your home, they'll like accommodate the shelving a little lower.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. And
might be a way to do it.
And I'll go back to the crosswinds. They asked me about post-secondary.
Mm-hmm.
They asked me if I had interest in post-secondary, and I do. I went on the Eastern College website.
Good.
And I'm very passionate about video games. I love gaming. And they have a course called Video Game Development.
Yeah.
And I was informed by my understanding that Crosswinds could look into helping me get to post-secondary.
Oh, absolutely.
And like, it's amazing to me how I'm just now realizing how such a small community is so helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
well, Leo, you didn't take a step, and then you took a step, and like things opened up.
Yeah.
And if you just keep taking steps, Leo, more things open up. It's actually crazy.
It is, dude.
As scary as it is to take the step, but once you take the step, it's like, oh, this opens up.
Well,
oh, this opens up.
Like I've heard things about Sussex that are like not all that positive. Like, I've heard people say that Sussex is a dirty town and
it's stinky.
It's stinky and there's just weirdos around, but
it's also the last place in New Brunswick to have a slavery auction.
Like, like just stuff like that. I've heard those stuff, but it's a great little town, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It really is, and it's just like I'm very blessed that there's people that are willing to bend over backwards and really get, really help people who really need the help.
Right. Yeah.
And it's amazing.
Yeah. I think everybody's willing to help.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah.
Like you said, everybody wants to show love and support in some way. I think the stubbornness, not just with you, but like just in general, nobody wants to ask for help. Nobody wants to, like, I'm trying to use this platforming as example. Sometimes I'm stubborn. I'm like, no, I know the way I want to do this. But
Yeah.
then people are like, oh, you should like add this to your thing, or like you should think of doing this way. And I'm like, in my head, I get stubborn, and I'm like, no, like I know how I want it. But then I also got to remember, oh no, they're just willing to help. I got to take their information in consideration.
Exactly.
And then be willing to take that step, maybe in that direction a little bit, or maybe not. You got to make that judgment a little bit. But
For sure.
yeah, everybody's willing to help.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful thing, man. Help is a beautiful thing.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I know that, like, I don't think I'll fully be independent. I think I'll like, always need that little extra help or a little extra push. But that's okay, because I'm only my own person.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
but don't forget, Leo, I still need my help. I still need my extra push.
Yeah.
Everybody's like that.
Everybody's like that, man.
That.
Yeah.
Everybody needs a little push.
Yeah, and
I can't do everything by myself.
No,
like,
and
I don't know if you're talking about just like physical capabilities.
That's what I mean.
Mostly
physical? That's what
yeah.
I mean.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I mean. But to your point, you're absolutely right. Everybody needs help.
Right.
In some way, shape, or form.
Right.
And that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't ask for help, you're gonna like kind of harm yourself a little bit, because in certain situations, if you don't ask for help, you could seriously like do some harm to yourself. Like I remember, I think it was, man, I might be completely left field with this, but I remember a story from Madame LeBlanc. Do you remember her?
Yes.
From middle school? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's something that she was saying that, like, there was this person that had some difficulty or whatever. I forget, but she basically had scissors or whatever, and like kind of like cut
you
her.
Can just say it. Just say it. It's not a big deal.
Cut her eye or something.
Like sliced it.
Yeah, like I don't know, like something happened or whatever. I completely forget, but I think it's somewhere around those lines. And like what I'm getting at is, like, if a person doesn't ask for help, like say if someone has like, a hot pot or something, and like they don't have very good mobility, they don't have very good functionality,
right?
And they try to do it themselves, they might burn themselves or something,
yeah,
right? So they should ask for help from someone who has that functionality.
Yeah.
So, and I have a store across the street from my house.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I don't have very good mobility in my left hand. So, stubborn old me, Mitchell. Stubborn old me over here. I just like, okay, I get this and I get this. I'm going to carry those two things.
Mm-hmm.
But one of those things drops.
Mm.
And then I'm like, oh no, here we go. I'm going to have to ask for help again.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of feel not, well, I do. I kind of feel embarrassed. Because I want to be able to do it myself.
I believe it.
I want
100% believe it.
Like, it's... But that was actually one of my New Year's resolutions last year. Yeah, last year.
Not 2023.
2022. Was making the decision or wanting to have help more.
Mm-hmm.
Like asking for help more.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm doing a little better, like I said, but still I have to work on it a lot more, because again, if I get into one of those situations where, because again, I don't know what I'll be necessarily doing in the course that I'll be taking.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm in one of those situations where I have to work with tools, or I have to, you know, work with something heavy,
Mm-hmm.
or somewhere around those lines, I'll need to ask for help.
Yeah.
Because I don't have that left hand, movement.
Or that left knee strength, I guess.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's just, I'm going to have to.
Right.
And I'm going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't want to injure myself. And considering, because my bones are sensitive.
Right.
What if I break a bone?
Mm-hmm.
It might take a little longer to heal than than someone who doesn't have it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I gotta be self-aware of, okay, when I'm in a certain situation like this, I have to go to somebody
Mm-hmm.
who is more capable,
Yeah.
and can do the job better than me.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I understand you completely, Leo. Like, there's obviously a stubbornness that comes with it because you don't want to feel limited. Nobody does, right?
Yeah.
Nobody wants to feel limited.
Exactly.
Like, I don't want to feel limited.
No.
But that's just like, you got to humble yourself and you realize, oh, I can't do everything. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And whether you do have a physical disability, and I don't like to call it a disability, but
that word shouldn't exist, by the way.
how should I say it?
Special needs.
Special needs?
Yeah.
Sure.
Special needs.
Special needs. I like that.
I like that a lot.
Sorry to say it the wrong way.
Dude, no offense taken.
Okay, perfect. Whether you have special needs, it doesn't matter. Like, I don't know. What was I saying? What was I just talking about? Man, I just lost my train of thought. You got me. Oh, frig. Anyways, moving on. You have something for me. Or not for me, but for the podcast.
Yes.
Back to what I was just talking about. You can bring that up, whatever that is. But, yes. People are stubborn. People don't like to be limited. But you got to realize that you can only do so much as an individual. And
that's right.
That's why there's multiple things in businesses. That's why there's multiple different healthcare workers. That's why there's multiple different family members.
Yeah.
A mother and a father's 2 different roles, right?
Exactly. And by the way, did you get a chance to check out the video that me and Nick Moeller did?
Yes, the accessibility awareness. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did watch it.
At the end, there was text that said, so he was like,
this was like 2 years ago, though, right?
No, it was last year.
It was only last year?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was way longer than that.
And
I did watch it. But...
He said, thanks, Leonard McAlary, for sharing your story, and let's help make Canada barrier-free or something.
Barrier-free?
Yeah.
Huh.
And, I feel like and again, it's only a barrier if you think it's a barrier, because at the end of the day, I think people like myself can do anything. Mm-hmm. Like I told you.
Yeah, I'm delusional like that.
Like I told you yesterday, on FaceTime, I was like, man, maybe in 20 years I'll be the owner of NASA.
Right.
That is a possibility. It's a huge, huge aspiration.
Hey, you don't have to lift heavy things with being an owner.
But, it could happen. So. Mm-hmm. Really, at the end of the day, like, there's no barriers. Like, I don't really believe that there's barriers. Right. It's just that sometimes, you could feel like you're left out, mm-hmm. and you could feel like you're not good enough for that certain type of work or whatever. Mm-hmm. Because of, but there's always a way. There's always a way to maneuver around things. Like, I remember when I was younger, I could barely dress myself in the morning. Mm-hmm. I would always need help, but my mom was like, find a way, find a trick. I know you can.
Yeah.
And I did.
Yeah, lock you in your room until
Yeah.
you figure it out. You're walking out naked. Or you're going to school naked, or you're going to school clothed.
But you know, I mean, my mom was my best friend, dude.
Mm-hmm.
She's my best friend. She's been there for me through so much. Like,
mamas are the best.
like, I was in the hospital for 2 weeks after my second surgery.
Mm-hmm.
So my second surgery was my surgeon putting in metal plates in my knee, both my knees.
Wow.
And I had to stay in the hospital for 2 weeks because I got sick after.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
So, how does that feel after getting knee surgery? Is it sore? Are you in pain, or do you not remember? Or
Well, I was told that the second surgery was not needed at all.
really?
It kind of like screwed me up.
Oh, like it
Yeah.
less mobile?
Yeah.
Really?
Exactly.
Kind of limited
Yeah.
maybe your joints a little bit.
Like I remember my mom saying that she was like kind of like
How old were you when this knee surgery happened?
12. No, sorry. It was 2012. I was 11 at the time.
Okay.
Yeah, I was 11.
Okay.
And yeah, like, yeah, my mom was like, she was almost like she was almost like, man, like this should not happen.
Mm-hmm.
Because and yeah, like, and I've had like family up in Montreal too saying that they were saying, man, you lost a step.
Mm.
You know, like you're losing a little bit of mobility now. And it's true, surgery can like really mess you up.
Mm-hmm.
It can. And
It's not always for the better sometimes.
no, and it's just like the point of the surgery, I guess, was to help straighten my legs out and everything like that, help me walk straighter or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing really happened for the good, man.
Hmm.
Well,
maybe you never know, because maybe your joints would have rode down like faster without the metal plate.
Exactly. Yeah.
So maybe you could be in a lot of pain right now, but since there's metal in there now, it's not have to wear down.
Well, listen, I remember I had a problem with my left knee because I was limping like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember staying in the hospital for 4 hours.
Wow.
4 hours just for the guy to say, "I'll take some Tylenol, go home, just take that," and you know. So in a way, it did do some good. Like I have more endurance, you know. I'm like, I still get tired. Like I still exert a lot of energy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like I can still go. Like I can still do my thing. I can go to town. I can, you know, just rocker.
Yeah, you know what the goal is, Leo? You can make money online. You just get really rich, and then you just hire a driver, and then you can just go anywhere as you want.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You just hire an assistant, and you say, "Hey,
yeah,
do that.
Exactly.
Hey, do that."
But yeah, like, it's just, man, like, it's just, and down the line, like, I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna need more surgeries or not, because my right foot is like this, like kind of like not
show the camera.
Not completely sideways, like not completely sideways like this, but it's like tilted, like it's not straight.
Yeah, it's on like a 45-degree angle.
Yeah, and it's just because of the way that I first started walking. Like I walked on my.
Are you kind of pushing like a hockey skate? How like a hockey player would push off his skate? Does that make sense? Because a hockey skate, like you're pushing on an angle, like on the side of the blade. So
yeah.
Like, you know when a hockey player skates off and they're like.
Yeah.
Your foot would be kind of that angle.
Yeah.
Just trying to make a visual image for the listeners.
No, that does make sense. But yeah, dude, like, yeah, it's just, I don't know what's going to happen down the line. Like, they weren't saying that maybe I'll need a surgery on my foot. But I don't know. Like, It's like, you know how elders, you know how their bones crack?
Mm-hmm.
Well, my bones crack.
Like crack in what way? Because
Like-
my bones crack.
Like
But
I could be walking and sometimes my hip would pop and like my shin would pop too, like, you know what I mean? So like, I'm not saying that I have elderly bones, but like, you know,
just maybe not a whole lot of strength behind them
yeah,
compared to me as a 20. How old are you?
I'm 23.
23. Yeah, I'm 21. So yeah.
But you
I know
know,
what you're saying.
you know what, Mitchell? I just keep on the rocking, my brother.
Yes, you just gotta
know,
keep on rocking.
You hear that, folks? You gotta keep on the rocking. But yeah,
Leo's a wild man. You get him off the cameras, he turns into a different character.
But yeah, I mean, but you know, dude, like I just listen. I mean, you know, obviously I've had a little bit of a rough go, but I'm starting to really get back on my feet and really just like getting ready to, you know, just see the world, and there's just so much to look forward to, and I'm so excited to get going.
Good.
Yeah, it's great. And
So what do you got in your hand, Leo?
I have to show you, man.
Yeah, let's jump into that.
There's a great story. There's a great story behind.
Yeah, keep talking.
Behind this.
The video's still recording. I just don't know why my camera turned off. Okay, you got this award.
Yeah. Outstanding school spirit.
Hold that up for this camera here. They can see that. Hold that up. There you go.
I got this award in high school. I got this award on my birthday.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and
It's a good little celebration.
and wild story behind this.
What's the award for? Sorry, maybe we didn't.
Outstanding school spirit.
Okay, perfect.
There's a wild story behind this. You ready?
Let's hear it. I'm ready.
So, award shows, like, I don't know, like, this is my version of a Grammy, okay?
Sure.
This means a lot to me, dude.
Mm-hmm.
So this is kind of like my Grammy right here.
Nice. Little show-off piece.
Yeah. So, I don't know how long award shows are. Probably, I don't know, maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours maybe. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere around there, maybe. So, we're sitting in the theater, just listening along, and, you know, watching the people get their awards and things like that, and kind of, you know, it's kind of dragging on now.
Yeah.
So let's go.
Yeah, 70 names already. Come on.
Yeah. So then all of a sudden, me and the gang, we just start getting up and walk out.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's taking too long. So
Right.
we're on our way out. And then all of a sudden, my math teacher, my grade 9 math teacher, Madame Hayes, is now Madame Hayes O'Hara. She's like, "Where are you guys going? Hang on, Leo's getting an award. Come back." So then we're like, okay, we're coming back. And then shortly after, my name gets called.
Nice.
And it's Mr. Bellier.
Oh, awesome.
I received this award from Mr. Bellier.
That's awesome.
And he goes off, gives me a crazy beautiful speech about me.
It's always a good feeling.
Calls me like I forget the speech, but like, you know, he was like I think he was like I think in the speech he called me a butterfly or something, or like somewhere around there. I totally forget because this was 10 years ago now. This was wow. That was all 10 years.
Wow.
So, you know, so I forget what he said exactly, but he, you know, he was saying so many beautiful, nice things about me. And my mom starts bawling.
Aww.
She gets so emotional. Like, it's just like, you know, it's so nice and endearing and powerful and all about me. And she just like, she's right there, like tears in her eyes just rolling down. And it's just, it was such a special moment, man.
Yeah.
it was such a special moment. And the reason why I got this was, I think it's a no-brainer. It's because I showed up to school pretty much every day with a positive attitude.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just always in the right mood, the right mindset, and just making people feel good.
Yeah.
And that's one of the main reasons why I got this. And the next morning, everybody was like, "Hey, congratulations, Leo! You got the award. You know, you deserve it." And,
yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, dude. Like I again, this means so much.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a safe keep for a lifetime. And let me tell you, the fact that this was 10 years ago is wild.
Yeah.
Like,
that is wild.
really.
I didn't expect it to be 10 years.
And I got this on my birthday, which makes it even cooler.
Yeah, that's an awesome gift.
So
no, I like that. That's
yeah.
They should have an Outstanding Spirit Award for the Globe.
Exactly.
That'd be cool, eh?
That would be, man.
But I feel like every person that would get that is just like a famous person.
Yeah.
It just.
But it's just, and man, like, obviously in 10 years a lot of things change, right? A lot of things change.
Oh, yeah.
And like now all the people that I have in my life, I can literally just count on one hand.
Same.
And it's just like, obviously at the end of the day, man, you gotta, even if you're not like fond of someone, you still have to like see the good in that person. Because at the end of the day, man, like, we do have, all of us here have good in our hearts.
Mm-hmm.
We do. It's just when something goes wrong, or when something like completely goes off the handle, it's maybe because that person is not mentally, happy with themselves. They need to find themselves again. They need to get inspired again, whatever that may be. And, I'm just so blessed that I have incredible people in my life, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's taken me a long time to realize how blessed I really, really am.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I think I told you this. Before. Me thinking that everybody's my friend. Me thinking that, everyone's there for me. That's not how it works.
No.
And that's kind of unrealistic.
Mm-hmm.
Because not everyone in the world can be there for you.
No.
Because we live in a world with more strangers than people we actually know.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, I have nothing against anyone at all. It's just, for the past 7 years, I've had to find myself.
Mm-hmm.
I've really had to be like, okay, let me just...
Since grade 11?
Since grade 11.
Or grade 12. Yeah, you graduated.
I graduated in 2017.
6 years ago?
Yes, 2017.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Wow.
I've had to really find myself, man. Like, just center myself. Just be like, okay, calm down. You're only a young buck.
Mm-hmm. You're 23, dude.
You're a youngin'.
Yeah, you're a youngin'.
just settle down. Don't rush into things, because you have to make sure that you're self-aware of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Not the people around you. It's good to have, but if you're not self-aware with yourself, if you don't have your faculties,
mm-hmm.
you're gonna crumble. And I feel like I've crumbled for a while now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just starting to literally piece everything together finally.
Yeah. I'm happy for you.
So
I'm really happy.
And to know that I have you and the boys doing everything you guys can to help me out as well,
mm-hmm.
that means a lot to me. And
Good.
that gives me a lot of strength.
Good.
And man, it's just from this point on, I think things are only gonna look up.
I think you might have found the secret to happiness.
I think so.
Do you want to know what it is?
Go ahead.
The secret to happiness, or the best way to be happy, is just always to like look forward to something.
That's how I see it.
Because as long as you're looking forward to something, then you're always going to be like joyful or excited.
That is how I see it exactly.
Because, like, for me, I can get in my head, and anytime I do, it's because I'm trying to figure out a situation or a problem or looking at something the wrong angle. When I can go, no, like, how do I fix this, and what can I look forward to soon? Like, what's happening in the next few hours that I can look forward to? What's happening the next day, the next week, the next year?
Yeah.
Where do I want to see myself? Whatever, however you want to go about it.
Exactly.
As long as you consistently look forward to something, whether it's big or small. Oh, I get to go hang out with my sister and her new baby today. Like something simple like that. Or, oh, I get to go record a YouTube video with this guest today. Like, oh, I'm so thrilled.
Yeah.
And whatever it is, whether it's going on a trip, whether it's you get to go to work and things are good. And again, that's gratitude. So
that is exactly how I see it.
Good.
Exactly. And it's just like, like, yeah, I've been very emotional for a while. Mm-hmm. I've been very confused and conflicted. But sometimes, having those obstacles can really help you put things into perspective.
Well, if you didn't have the obstacles, you wouldn't do anything else.
No, exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and like,
if I wasn't stressed, I wouldn't try to figure out a solution. Does that make sense?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and it's easy to be stressed out.
Mm-hmm.
It is, like it's super easy, but sometimes, like, some people would strive under pressure or strive with stress.
Mm-hmm.
Like they like that. I don't like that. I think it's horrible. I think it's so bad. But I mean, yeah. I think I think now, like, I'm just like, I think the monkey's off my back.
Mm-hmm.
And I can finally like breathe a little bit and be like, oh man, I really have something to look forward to that might benefit me in the next 5 years.
Right. Yeah, you can see a future with this
or
thing.
however long.
Mm-hmm.
So I couldn't be more happy about that, dude.
That's amazing.
And to have support and to have people to just back you up.
Mm-hmm.
The homies.
It's always the homies.
Yeah, man. Like that goes a long way.
It does. Yeah, it's so nice having some close friends. In high school, for me, I never really had a close friend. Like, I never had somebody close that was just like you could reach out to about whatever.
Yeah.
But now it's like I got very specific people that if I needed to, and I never really do, but if I needed to talk about something, there's like no judgment. It's just like, yeah, let's talk about it. Let's break it down, whatever it needs to be. I don't really do that in my personal life, but I know that's an option.
Yeah.
Or like, I don't even have to like, and the same for them. Like, sometimes certain friends are like, I was thinking about this. And it's like, okay, cool. And like, we'll discuss it. But it doesn't happen often. But it's like, just having that support and knowing that it's there is always just a nice backbone to have.
For sure. And speaking of close friends in high school, I mean, did I ever have a close friend in high school? I don't really know. I know, like, when I was, in grade 11 and 12, like, I hung out with a lot of, like, the cool kids, per se.
Mm-hmm.
And
the well-knowns.
Yeah, and it's just like looking back now, I gotta remember, like, in grade 12 specifically, I, like, hung out, like, in the smoking area outside, and Miss Lauritsen noticed, and she's like, I am looking out for you. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want you to get into that stuff.
Right. Like, what's
And-
going on?
Yeah, and it's, I had a good year in grade 12, dude, but it was weird. It felt kind of off because, like, again, the people that I hung out with, I'm like, oh, they're cool, it's gonna be fine, but those people, like, kind of get into bad habits.
Yeah.
And that's not me. Like, that's not the person I am. Like, I don't want to get into horrible things.
Yeah.
And it's just, yeah. And I mean, we all experience. It's the way of the humans. We experience things.
Yeah.
Um.
No, it's so true. Important thing for me when I surround myself with people.
Yeah.
I think I make a pretty good decision, but I always pick some, like, people that are smarter than me that I physically can see, like, as a whole rounded person.
Yeah.
I'm just like, all right, you're way more intelligent than I am, and I try to choose that through my friends. Does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure.
And I guess, like, I don't know how do you really decide that, but it's just, I don't know. I think you can just kind of sense it, and you're like, all right, this person's level-headed. This person knows what they're doing.
Honestly, I think I have a very, very healthy circle of people now.
Good.
And it's just it's great, man. Like, every time I hang out with Nick,
He's the homie.
dude, we laugh all the time. We just hit it up all the time. We're cranking them tunes all the time. Like, it's just it's a blast,
Getting
man.
the bump.
Like
Getting the bump.
I would bring my binder of CDs, and he'd put one of my CDs in. And,
That's
like,
awesome. Yeah, he always lets me know how you're doing too, which is awesome.
Dude, like,
he's like, oh, Leo's up to this, and I'm like, that's awesome.
Man, like, I could really consider him like a brother.
Yeah, he's got your back. He's got your back.
And like, I just love how, like, I one day over Snapchat, he's like, have a good day, boss. Like just little things like that, man.
Yeah.
That goes such a long way.
It does.
And it's just like, it's such a cliche to say, but, like, the little things, man, they have the biggest impact.
They do.
And it's just like, it's just incredible that, I can go to sleep at night thinking that, okay, tomorrow's going to be a new day, and there's going to be a new opportunity. There's going to be something in the wings, and I'm going to have support, and it's just like, yeah, like, for the first time in, like, well over, a decade, of starting high school, I think I finally have that healthy circle.
Yeah. That's good. I'm so happy for you.
Yeah, man.
Sounds
and
good.
speaking of high school, I started freestyling straight into high school, dude.
Into high school?
Yeah. Yeah, I started freestyling during the grade 9, like, right then and there.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and
when SoundCloud started to become a thing.
Yeah, and the first freestyle I did was about my brother.
That's cool.
Yeah, I was like,
how old was he then?
He was 1.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's young.
He's young.
Wow.
So it went, hey little fellow, would you like some Jello? or whatever I said, and yeah, dude, like, that's what I did, and yeah, like, I just freestyled pretty much every day in school. And
hey little man, would you like a baby food can?
Yeah, and man, I meant to ask you, like, I forget how you and I first met.
Probably through Nick.
Yeah, so that's
my guess.
When would?
But I chatted with everybody in high school.
Yeah.
I was a little bit of a social butterfly where I didn't care what you did or who you were, like, considered in high school.
Yeah.
I asked some people, actually, that were, I don't know, they were just more of the well-known crew in my grade and stuff. I'm like, do people see people as popular and stuff? And some people were like, yeah, they do. And I was like, that's so weird. Yeah. Anyways, I never gave anybody a title or anything. It was just like, you're just an individual person. Or whatever.
Yeah.
But I remember talking to you specifically a few times, just like down in the cafeteria, just like chatting with you for a few minutes.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that, but I remember 2 times you sitting at a table, and I think I just came over and chatted.
You know who I was so into in high school?
Is this a lady?
No.
Oh.
This was like rappers.
Oh, rappers. Okay.
Dude, I'm always a ladies' man, by the way.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, me too. I'm always a ladies' man.
Ooh, mama. I was really into Ace Hood. Rapper by the name of Ace Hood.
Yeah.
And the song that always fired me up is called King of the Streets featuring T-Pain.
I know that song.
That song fired me up every single day.
Really?
Every single day I would have it on repeat. Every single day. And like just the vibe of the song, how he raps, the beat, like it just seems like, you know, it's a get up and do your thing kind of song, you know?
Yeah, I'll have to re-listen to it.
But I don't know, like it's like he talks about he basically like talks about like street life or whatever, but like just the way he attacks the song and T-Pain's feature and the beat and everything about it, just like it fires me up, and it's such a good feeling, dude. What do you think of AI music? Like AI?
Never heard of AI music.
There's
what they produce the lyrics of the song.
There's AI music where somebody takes a person, like say George Bush or Barack Obama or anyone, and they make it seem like they rap the song of an actual artist.
How accurate is it?
Very.
Very?
Very accurate. Like I heard Barack Obama and Joe Biden, an AI version, sing Drake's song Passion Fruit.
Okay.
And it sounded scary accurate.
Huh. I'm going to have to look that up at the end.
Like, dude, like...
I got a couple things to look up. I got Ace Hood.
And I saw on Instagram an AI version of Kanye singing Gary Come Home. You know that part from SpongeBob?
Mm-hmm. That's funny.
So scary, dude.
That's weird. AI music. Yeah. No, that makes sense. I didn't even think about... Yeah, just anything that's on the internet they can pull from it, right?
Well, I don't necessarily agree with it because in a way it like kind of takes away from the identity of the actual artist, you know? Like
but it's only things that are already pre-made.
Yeah.
Like they're just pulling out from speeches and wherever they're getting their data from. They're just pulling from things that were already done.
Yeah, that's true.
So, but
wow, like it's just insanely.
So maybe there's there's AI producers where they can literally make any beat ever.
Well, listen, AI is not new. AI has been a thing for a while. I mean, you got Siri, right?
Yeah. Siri's
AI. And I can tell Siri to rap if I wanted to.
Let's do it.
Okay, hang on. How much time do we have?
A little bit. You want me to say, Hey Siri.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Can you rap for me? Okay, wait, hold up. I didn't mean for it to come out of the mic.
Darn right, I like the help I give.
Can you do a rap for me?
And then hold it up to the microphone.
This should be a juicy one. It was all a dream, this virtual assistant scheme. Texting, your gym jams flexing in my subroutines. You want to know what the French word is for toe? You got questions, best turn up my flow. History can be a mystery, so I answer at a speed that's blistering. Darn right, I like the help I give. Keeping it informative and positive. And it's all true. And if you don't know, now you know. You know.
Can I see that? Don't get rid of it. I'm going to try to rap it. Ready?
Yeah.
Ready for this?
Yeah.
This should be a juicy one. All right, that's the title. This is the title of the rap. It was all a dream, this virtual assistant scheme. Texting your gym jams, flexing in my submarines. You want to know what the French word is for toe? I got questions. Best turn up my flow. History could be a mystery, so I answer the speed that's blistering. Darn right, I like to help. I give keeping it information and positive, and it's all true. And I don't know now. You know.
Woo!
I don't even know if I said that right. That was so weird to read.
Fire, baby.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
I wrote that myself,
Yo.
Leo.
Yo.
I wrote that myself.
Yo. Produced by
Absolute.
Podcast. All right.
Hey, where's your name at? Oh, I see it.
Right there.
You didn't draw a photo, man.
Okay. I'll draw like a winky face.
Ooh, I like winky faces.
Hold up.
That's for the ladies, though.
Woo! Yeah, you know it.
Oh, yes.
I'll have to end it on the real freestyle.
Oh, that's foreshadowing. Yeah, Leo's going to give us a rap before it's all over. My camera keeps turning off, and it's making me very angry. Okay, so my cameras are being stupid. Well, mine, I guess. Mine's being crazy.
Yeah.
That's the worst part. One of my cameras are, like, off. Two of them are, like, great. Like, they'll run for, like, 2.5 hours, no problem.
Yeah.
But one of them's just, like, something's wrong with it, so.
Alright.
Anywho, anything else you want to talk about? We got technically 20 minutes now, but I don't trust the cameras that long, so we have about 10 minutes.
Well,
anything else you'd like to say before we end it with a freestyle?
I do have to say that this was an absolute dream come true.
Cool.
Like, I was dreaming about this.
Let's go. I fulfilled somebody's dream, Leo.
Man, like, no, this was fun, my brother. I really, really enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
And now I can look back at this freestyle. I can look back at this podcast and be like, I really was here.
Yeah.
Woo!
And there's always chances of coming back, too.
That's awesome. That's
so,
awesome.
If you ever need to come back, there's always an option.
All right, you ready for this? Freestyle,
Are you
baby?
prepping me? Are you prepping
You
me?
ready for this?
Where's the popcorn at?
Well, you know what? I could do acapella, but can you beatbox?
I can... Wait, what kind of beat do you want? Like, what's kind of...
You know what? It doesn't matter. All right, Yo, I was on the Absolute Podcast, and it was a blast. I think I made the moment last. What happens at the crack of dawn? Well, I don't know. Listen, you gotta enjoy every moment. We're not here for long. We gotta have fun before we're gone. Yeah.
That's so hard, sorry.
How was that?
That's fine. I was focusing on trying to do the beat. I was listening to you,
Yeah,
but the beat that I was doing was hard on my throat.
Man. Oh, well.
Let's try to do another beat. One sec. Give me a couple preps to do. So. I don't know what I can keep going for a long time.
Yeah, it's hard, eh?
Boots and cats and boots and could you imagine?
Yeah, man. Like, I remember, like, I went on, like, this app or whatever, like, acapella app, and just try to beatbox and do all these edits and post them. Like, and I remember I did one, and, like, my sister was like, Leonard, what are you doing? Like, you know, and she was like, man.
Yeah, I feel like everybody at least, every guy at least, has tried to beatbox at some point in their life.
And it's kind of funny because in high school, like, I remember, like, I did a lot of crazy things. I actually downloaded Adobe Photoshop and did all these Photoshops and posted them on Instagram and, you know, all these crazy things.
Isn't there one of you on a moon or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
those are funny.
Yeah, man.
I like that.
So
do you want a freestyle, real good freestyle without me interrupting?
I could. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it.
All right. Table's yours, baby.
Yo, my name is Lee Man, according to Mitchell Jones. Well, I remember he was talking about bones. How many bones do we have in our body? I don't know. Doesn't really matter. You gotta be comfortable in your own skin. Yo, listen up. Just do you. Because at the end of the day, you gotta do what you gotta do. Nobody's going to do it for you. Big Sean said, one man can change the world. Who's that? Me or you? I guess we never know. But we have so much room to grow. Yeah, I'm not no freestyler. At least, according to me, I'm just a regular guy rapping. Yo, I have an imaginary candy wrapper by my side. Does that make sense? Not really. It's just off the top of the dome. Yeah, I don't live in no tree dome, but I'm no squirrel either. I'm a human. I'm no robot, even though the system wants me to be a robot sometimes. But that's okay. I just keep going no matter what, and you should too, because at the end of the day, we all have aspirations. We all have dreams. We got to keep pushing forward, never look back.
Let's go. I like that. Lee Man, I like that.
Yeah.
I also call him Lee Man, so that's why he prepped the rap with, also known as Lee Man Mitchell Jones.
I'm also Mackie, and I'm
Mackie?
also
Mac the Quack.
I'm also Mac the Quack. I'm also Lenny Baby.
Ooh, Lenny Baby.
Yeah,
I
man.
like that. I like Lenny Baby.
So, yeah.
That sounds like something your wife's gonna tell you. Lenny Baby. Stop it.
Dude.
Slow down, Lenny Baby.
Woo!
Hey, that's a lot of courage, honestly, to be able to try and freestyle
Well,
on camera.
listen, I'm not that nervous.
That's good.
So
I'd be nervous to freestyle.
and this
let
is
me
going
get it.
this is going out into the world.
I know.
So they better like it, or else I'm gonna get roasted.
That's okay. Who
Yeah,
cares? People can think whatever they want.
It's all right. Yeah, man.
You're allowed to think a certain way, and they're allowed to think a certain way, and hopefully
Hey.
together we can think together. a
Yeah,
certain way.
man.
Whatever that means.
For real. For real. Yeah.
All right. Absolute Podcast. Thank you for being on, Leo.
Thanks for having me, buddy.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
And that's it, Lee.